Tune in every day from 1 p.m. for Revelation Unfold with host Carl Mead.
Praise the Lord. Thank God again. Well, we are here again tonight, and I thank God for those who are viewing this program. Again, we are talking here financial resurrection, and that means money that is dead or hidden will surface right now. I have my good friend with me, Hakim Mohammed. I pray that we could just edify you and give you some real good biblical truths.
Yeah.
And I like to stay in the scripture, although people say it's financial. This is not prosperity. You know, we're talking here financial fight. You know, we were talking in the room there. We're trying to avoid being in any kind of financial fight. You know, and a financial fight should not be at all. What do you mean by that? Financial fight?
Well, we all know fighting is normal, hand and cough and thing, but at the end of the day, financial, it's something that can affect you mentally, because it starts mental first.
Right.
Before somebody pelt a cough at you, they think about it. You know? And mentally, you always have to be with the kind of God kind of thinking. Because you need that kind of God kind of peace too.
Right.
Because really and truly, in your mind, when you read the word of God says that He'll provide for you.
Right.
He will protect you. And you have that in your mind, and yet you have people coming up to you and spoiling, boy, you're a smart man, this and that, and they're saying all kind of things about you and trying to pollute your mind. But you are to allow that not to come into your ear gates and your eye gates. You understand? Yeah.
You see, because the wrong attitude towards money create awareness with words. And when about financial fight, it's with words, it's not fist and knife.
Yeah.
With words, you know. And you know, and the words, words could just cause problem when there is lack of money or too much money.
Yeah.
And you take it. Lack of money, too much money could cause problem. Because when one have and one don't have, or when one give and one don't give, when one do and one don't do, it have a kind of awareness now, and the money can cause conflict.
Yeah.
And that is how folks fight with words, through money. I try my best in my life to avoid that.
Yeah.
Whenever I can have money $50, $100, $10, $5, $20, I just walk away. You know, I don't like fight over money. You know, because you know God did not expect us to have that type of war with words. But you know, lack of money has caused a real problem.
Yeah.
Because when one have it and one don't have it and one want it and they can't get it, it causes problems with words.
Yeah.
You know, and it brings a type of a war between two people. Talk to me there.
Yeah, because really and truly, as I say, it in your mind first, right? And when you confess it now, remember we learn about the power of the spoken word. Whatever you say will be. You understand? And this is something that we always use. That's why I like how you say you stick with the Bible. Because the Bible has always encouraged you. That's the greatest motivational book ever, you know. The Bible, you know. Because if somebody not encouraging you, you could always run to the word of God, and that word will encourage you. Just like how David encouraged himself.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You see, with God's finances, one should always avoid financial fight. Once you are around God finance, or God about to bless you, or God bless you, what you have from God, and you need not to be in no financial war with people.
Yeah.
You know, the Bible says, take wrong, walk away and leave it. You know, and that's what God challenged me. We mustn't have issue with money and $20 and $10,000 and $5 because there is so much money around us. And that is why godly finance, one should avoid that fight. Why? Why should you avoid that fight when you deal with God's kind of money or God's kind of wealth? It removes God's manifestation.
Yeah.
Once you have to be arguing for money and arguing for this, God wouldn't show up for us.
Yeah.
He wouldn't show up for you.
True.
And that's why you see you have to know how to real God show up for you and not us if we have a conflict. Talk to me, Hakim.
Right, because really and truly it's a season everybody is going through, right? You might be in a season right now where you don't have, but because of your faith in God,
right,
you run back to the source and say, God, I know you say you'll provide my needs.
Yes.
And you run back to God and you say, God,
run back to God.
Help. That's all God has put me down just to ask you for him to ask you to help, you know. The thing about it is that God is your provider. If it is that you're outside there and you're trying to, why there are some Christians that want to try and win the lotto. How that could be godly finances? That could never be godly finances. You understand? You asking God to give the winning numbers of the lotto. Nah, that don't work so. You understand? The way technology is now with the digital technology, you could invest in something that will bring back thousands of dollars to you.
Right.
You understand?
See, a lot of people are looking at me and say, well, hey, you have this, you have that, you have that. But you know, how do I get what I have? Because God, I wasn't always like this.
True.
God will resurrect my finance, not money, but my wisdom, right? And one of the things that God used, I use with God, is staying calm.
Yeah.
Staying calm will always bring godly release to godly finances.
Yeah.
I have learned that down to my 40 years. The more calm, because you can't add nothing to it. You can't add being angry or vexed and get it, or you lost it. I just lost $300,000 American dollars.
Yeah.
You know, last year I lose that money because of just not focusing on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It come and it went. And I stay calm. People say, oh, they're going crazy. Staying calm will always bring godly release to godly finances.
Yeah.
When some folks see large amount of money, their life begin to change before it arrives.
Yeah.
And that can damage one destiny.
True.
Talk to me there.
So, well, you know, I know about business, right?
Right.
So, most successful businessmen know how to handle problems and money issues. Business is really dealing with problems, you know. How you could deal with a problem, you understand? And it's a matter of thinking and asking God guidance. As I say, the successful businessmen, what they do, they literally think of the next step. You know, a normal businessman might say, boy, like I'm going into bankruptcy, but the next businessman will find a way. And one of the things I remember you say that when you was doing mechanic work, the man used to say, find a way.
Find a way. You say, yeah, you can find a way.
It's always a way.
Because by there isn't a way at this common man that God will give everything escape.
Yeah.
There's always a way to come out of it, you know. But and I have been around. I have been around a lot. Actually, when I was 19 years old, right?
Yeah.
I came to my first $1 million. I built a condominium for a guy, a Hindu guy. I was 15 apartments.
Okay.
And it was $3 million. The man called me, put $200,000 in my account just so. And I built a condominium now for 1.2 million.
Yeah.
And he put 2.5 in it. So I walk away with $1 million cash as a contractor. I had all this money. Well, I gamble and things, you know, so it didn't last.
Yeah.
But you see, when you hear God and bless you, it will last.
True.
And when you come in, that people never yet had $50,000 cash in their hand. That's people that never see $100,000 in the bank account. You know, and just imagine, if a person, that's some people, right? If you give them $1 million right now, right now, say give them $1 million cash work.
They're done tomorrow.
They say, I'm going to buy a car, I'm going to buy a house, and they will never say, I'm going to invest it.
Yeah, they focus
They
on
don't have that
liabilities.
wisdom to say, look, let me invest that.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy some bonds or stocks, or I will go to real estate. Or they'll never say, go see, I'm going to buy a car for $100,000.
Yeah.
And they will never think, because they're never accustomed with large sums of money.
Yeah.
And that's why God will not give everybody abundance, because they will damage it. See? But in Philippians chapter 4 verse 6 says, be careful for nothing. Right? Be careful for nothing. But in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. How can you talk to him about that there?
Boy, be careful for nothing. That come like you're taking a risk, boy. That's a serious risk.
Be careful for nothing. The man say it's like a risk. I'm going to use that word, boy.
Yeah.
Why say that risk? Why?
No, well, really and truly, but if you're diving into something head first, you ain't not being careful. You understand? I would go to say, be careful for nothing. Boy, dive into it. Do it. If you fail, you fail.
Right.
You won't be a failure. If you get back up again and you do it again, you do it until you succeed.
Yeah.
And when the other party said that everything, he didn't say some things, you know.
Right.
Everything by prayer. And when he supply it for you, you'll be able to give thanks to him.
So you're saying there that supplication must not be on demand.
Yeah, it must
You
be
see,
demand.
when a person have a demanding spirit, money run from you, you know.
Yeah, true.
Never demand. You see, some folks have no money,
Yeah.
but there are wrong folks who have money. And because they have some kind of relationship with somebody, you will demand that person money. That will never be resurrected and done right. It wouldn't stay. Never put demand on the next person money.
True.
I could never demand you if you have to do your money. You know, give me this and give me this and I need this and demanding will never bring forth supplication.
Yeah.
Because supplication only comes through prayer.
Yeah.
It says, but in everything by prayer and supplication, let your request known to God.
Yeah.
And verse 7 says, and the peace of God.
Wow.
The peace of God which pass all understanding. How it happen, boy?
Right.
How I get that, boy? How do this, boy? It's the peace of God. It pass all. You can't understand how it come, but it came. Some people can't say, so you ever go through that kind of time in life?
Yeah, I went through that already at one time in life, and I was so calm about it. You think about it, I thank God and watch me. I had God as my supplier.
Right.
And I said, God, I need to upgrade my business. I need to reach into the stage of creating work. And it happened so subtle. The opportunity came up. But God said, hold back.
Hold back.
I said, all right, Lord, I'm obedient to you. And watch me. Because I've been hold back, and when the opportunity came back again, it came back with double.
Double.
And with this now, God said, all right, you see what I tell you, hold back, go ahead, go for it.
So you're saying there, obedience can bring double.
Yeah.
Hey, you hear that? Obedience can bring double. And the peace of God, which pass all understanding, shall keep your heart, your character, and your mind. Through Christ Jesus. Yeah. And that's one of the secrets, you know. I try to maintain that peace of God.
Yeah.
You know, this pandemic right now has done so much damage. You know, it has done so much damage to our lives.
Yeah.
And because many of us couldn't maintain that peace of God, we never had God's supplication. Yeah. God never supply our need. Because why? Some people wrestle. Oh, I'm fortunate. I can't gas. No. You have to understand that God knows what you know before you know you know.
Yeah. And
God will always provide. God always, for me and my wife, He provides for my house.
Yeah.
And God provides because of me, because of my faith and my risk.
Yeah.
You know, my risk. I am a risky pastor. I take risks. You see, there are many people has no income coming in, right? How can you live and don't have income coming in? How can you talk to me?
I don't see no way you could live there without no income, you know. But at the end of the day, a lot of us grow in school, right? And school never teach us to get an income, you know. They teach us to keep us down. And one of the things that they did, that school did to plenty people, they train us to stay down at one level. But it's only when you come out and you start to experience the life outside there, you recognize, hey, and you start to get a little job and you get a little small income, and recognize your bills more than your income coming in. It's like, nah, boy, it had to be more to life than this. I can't do that for 40 years of my life. And then retire and expect to live to enjoy the money.
Wow.
It will never happen.
There are many people outside there has no income coming in, but dictate others that have finance coming in. It's not fair. It is not fair that you dependent on somebody who have to depend on somebody or some way to survive, and you resting your burden upon them because of your situation or your position or your place, like a husband or a father or a wife, and you're making a demand that could never have manifestation. And I have learned myself, and I never depend on my wife for nothing. I never depend on my children for nothing. I always, because why? It says, let your requests be known unto God. So I have learned how to depend on God for financial way to survive. I haven't worked for nobody for the past 39 years, right? And yet still, God, you know why? My dependency on God. I never depend on other people's pocket.
Sure.
You know, and if a person, if I say, how come I want $1,000, they can't do it, I can't be angry too because you don't have it, you don't want to give it to me. Some people get angry because I say I don't have it, I can't do it. They get angry, they find it, because, but then, and I never ask you for that. So you shouldn't get angry if I say I don't have or I don't want to give. See, because why? That is wrong, and that's where that what called financial fight. When you want to depend on somebody's pocket and yours empty and you can't afford yours, talk to me there.
Yeah, because really and truly they might be asking for $1,000, but what they want the $1,000 to do is to do some kind of nonsense.
No assignment.
No assignment at all, and they'll probably want something. They want a shoes with $1,000. You have no income coming in. What you want to borrow $1,000 to buy a shoes for?
Or to buy a
suit, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you locked down in the pandemic, but you want to buy a suit.
Or to go by your family and show off, I have some money, I can buy for everybody.
Yeah.
For dinner, pay for the dinner, and after that you're broke.
A lot of people invest in liabilities, and liabilities don't bring in nothing to you. Liabilities, assets bring in things to you.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things we learn, because if you want to create an income stream, you invest in assets.
You need to invest. Investment, people, investment is one of the key way from this pandemic now that will cause financial resurrection. Hidden riches, you know, wealth and darkness, Isaiah chapter 45 verse 3. Hidden riches is there. It was there then, it's there now.
Yeah.
And now the internet right now has brought this whole tremendous way to increase with finance. You see, and once you depend and want to dictate other people's money, that will always create a war with words.
Yeah.
I don't like to talk about money. If I can't fight with people money. It's your money. I cannot tell you. I rather walk away and be contented. See, sometimes people have to look at what they do to attract wealth.
Yeah.
What? If a person asks you, what do you do to get money? That's what not. Some people lie and say, well, I guess. But they beg or they borrow, and then they borrow in debt. I want to reach a place right now where I'm debt free.
Yeah.
And I found a way, actually.
Yeah.
I found a way in this pandemic to be debt free. And I want to share with you all this week coming up here, this next week here, because some people have to look at what they do.
Yeah.
If you do nothing, expect nothing. You can't want to sit down all day, watch TV, play ping pong, whatever, and expect money to come to you.
Yeah.
It is not fair.
Yeah.
It is not right to just hand out. You have any money? Can you give me some money? I want to borrow this, I want to borrow that. It is not fair, to sit down all day and just look to just borrow money, get money, and expect if you can't get it, you're angry.
Yeah.
And that does cause financial fight.
Yeah.
You see? And sometimes God bless me to bless you, not to bless them, Oh, talk to me. Because sometimes God bless me to bless you, and not to bless him. See, if God want to get something to you, I believe I am qualified, who have nothing, to take what God gives to me and to give to you. It's only fair.
Because at the end of the day, it comes like sowing seeds, Why would you throw seeds into a ground that is not fertile? You understand? Why would you throw seeds into, when I mention seeds, I talk about money. Why would you sow into somebody's life and they don't even want to serve your God?
Yeah.
You understand? You are connected to my source. My source is Jesus Christ. You live in God. And if you don't want to connect to my source, you don't expect me to help you. I might help you a little bit, but not going on my way for you.
It's called financial fight. You
but you're seeing the glory, but you don't know the story. A lot of us, they don't know where you came from. You were struggling just like them too,
Yeah.
But what you did different from them that they can't do now. You could teach them what you went through. But they want that, they want the money.
It's about you don't want to learn, but you want the benefits
no,
of living.
you can't get that. It's not fair,
It's not fair. You see, dependency on others is good.
Yeah.
Right? But to create your own way is better. That's what I did, and that's what I does. I look for ways. I don't sleep, You could call me anytime. I don't sleep.
You rest.
I rest. I just be on my phone, on my iPad, my computer, my Bible.
Yeah.
I don't sleep because I have a vision that calls for tremendous money. So God give me 6 hours sleep per day.
Yeah.
And I am rested. I don't go and sleep and I don't stay home. I am out. If I out, something is coming. If it come today, it come tomorrow. If it come tomorrow, it come next day.
Yeah.
Something always coming. Dependency on others is good,
Yeah.
But to create your own way is better.
True.
That is why we are doing this biblical session this whole month here, to inspire others to be self-made millionaires.
Yeah.
A million is only a thousand. A billion is 1,000 million, you know? And a million is only 1,000. You understand?
Yeah.
So you understand me? 100,000. So you understand me? So you have to understand this. It's easy to make that, but you've got to be able to do something. You cannot sit down and have dependency. That is why we are doing this biblical session. This is not prosperity, you know. This is instruction how to get your finance resurrected, how to find new and living way. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 20 is new and living way. Right now, the pandemic right now has made so much self-made millionaires. Hey, I want to be one.
Yeah.
The pandemic has produced millionaires, you know. The amount of millionaires born to this pandemic. But are you putting your money in God's kingdom? Are you helping people? Are your money working for you in God's kingdom? You're making millions. What about God's people? What about people? You buy your house, you buy your car, you buy your clothes. What about God's way, God's kingdom? Because you know Christ coming again. But before he come, do something.
Yeah.
And so we have to understand that. That is why we are doing this biblical session, to inspire you, you know, and to move on. One of the ways is to feed yourself, teaching about money management and money control. Talk to me.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, when you check it out, a lot of people put Netflix in their mind, they put YouTube, and what they put in their mind is like rubbish in, rubbish out.
Yeah.
If you listen to men like Robert Kiyosaki, Proctor and these fellas, they're teaching you how to manage money, you know. They're showing you where to invest your money, you know, in assets. Don't study about liabilities and shoes and clothes and cars and house and things. A lot of people feel a house is an asset, you know. But a house is not an asset, it's a liability. You understand? That will drain you out.
I found that out.
You found it out, yeah.
You have to understand this again too.
Yeah.
Whatever, right now, I didn't listen for this past year. When go to them in January, Carl, take the people, young people, to the next level of finance. I start to listen teachings on money, how to invest, and how to trade. Right now, trading is the only easy way to make money right now. That is money sleeping, you know.
Yeah.
So going to trading right now with bitcoins and cryptocurrency and all these things, that means money sleeping. That means money in darkness. But you're working 8 hours a day minimum wage. You can't get rich working. We got to have more streams. And one of the ways is to feed yourself teaching about money management. Because God will not give you the revelation and the vision to make you get money and you cannot manage it. Because you will blow it. There are people blowing millions. Why? They don't have the ability to manage the finance. You see, God's word has it happen. In God's word, the word money is there 140 times. M-O-N-E-Y, the Bible. 140 times. Dig it up. Go in it. That is what we are doing here in this pandemic season, and this PBN station are trying to elevate you, revelate you, because I let you know, there's a financial revolution that is taking place upon the earth right now. There are poor people right now getting rich overnight. You know, because, and all they have is a God-given idea. There are churches in Africa, pastors right now. You know, they have everything. They're feeding people right now. I had one pastor, the man have a restaurant, giving one person a meal every day for 40 days. How can a man do that? You have a restaurant and 1,000 plate of food for 40 days. He said, God save for 40 days.
Wow.
And he said, it's free food. You got to have money. And one day, I go be like that. I want to give back to God's people. But God would have it. So we want to talk here about, you know, the fight. Don't fight over money. Try to stay calm. Whenever in an area or a circle with people and money talking there, stay calm. Especially when you see a person have a $20 head, or a $40 head, or a $200 head. Stay calm. If you're going after $1 million, don't worry about $20, $100, $200. No, stay calm. And debt don't kill. Debt don't kill. What they do, that strengthen you to pay it off. I learned that debt don't kill. I take all my life. I take debt. You know, I write checks. You know, I write checks, and I just know the bank go clear it. You know, and I pray and the bank clear it. You got to have favor to write checks with the bank. I write checks. I say, hey, check up with it. No worry, me. And they clear the check. Because why? That is because there is money in the system dead, and we must know how to resurrect it. Can't be here again, and we're coming in the morning again, coming in the morning with more stuff again as we end this week with financial resurrection. Remember this, be prepared. Something heavy is coming upon the earth here, and only financial people will survive it. God bless you here. Carl Mead.
Thank you for viewing Revelation Unfold with host Carl Mead. Remember to like, subscribe, and share our YouTube and Facebook page.